Oh, hi, that's different. I don't want that. Yay, it's me! And Jeffrey. And the black box where Jeffrey should be.
Hello,
and
children.
Vera. And Luke. And Katie.
Yay!
So it must be Uncensored Radio Live time.
We're like the last men standing, aren't we?
We are the last men standing.
Look, it's always fun. We love to stand. How you do?
We love to
we love to stand. We stand for standing. You know, we're festively
for standing. Yes.
Yeah,
No,
we're
no.
festively plump and ready to go with our new backdrop. It's all exciting. Hello, Christopher. He says hello. You sit up there. Yay, it's Stephen, Jeffrey, and Luke, and Katie, and Vera.
Well, it was Jeffrey, but he's like,
I'm here, bitches. I'm here.
She's busy. She's trying to get some Twitter. She's trying to get some Twitter love for us.
I'm doing God's work. Leave me the fuck alone.
He is doing God's work. He's pretending to be
Really?
Jesus.
This little bitch.
Vera, how are you this week? We're going to start with you.
Oh, we've had some fun this week. My sister and my mother had a terrible night, and my sister wakes me up screaming up the stairs. You'll never believe what Mom said. She said I'm sucking the life out of her. And I was really annoyed, so I screamed, "Suck harder!"
Yes.
Oh, look. It is the holidays, right?
It is. Nothing says Christmas like your crazy mother.
Nothing says Christmas like
A fucking man, bitch.
We love a bit of dysfunction, which is why we love Katie McCarthy.
Yay!
How are you?
Everyone's favorite dysfunctional mother.
Welcome back. How are you?
Missed my fam. Missed you guys a whole lot. So what's been going on? My children's birthdays are this weekend. We just had Grayson's birthday party last weekend. So it's been kind of a wild week with that leading up to it because he is expecting more gifts when he got gifts at his party last week. And 2-year-old obviously doesn't know what to expect. So
Bright colors, loud noises.
yeah, pretty much. We got a bunch of balloons to inflate to put in the kitchen, and that's his party. And then my birthday is next week, but no one cares about that.
We care.
Well,
We
you
might have to do a little bit of we'll talk about it later.
Nah.
We'll talk about it later.
No one cares.
All right, Luke, you're here with us.
yeah.
You're gonna trigger him.
A bit
Suck
frazzled.
harder.
But you know what?
Katie.
I'm dedicated to bringing just my A game to the show, so I'm going to be so pleasant, so happy. Even though
I don't think you need to be pleasant and happy. The people
that,
tune
you
in
fake bitch.
because they want to know us.
Oh,
If
they
I
can
wanted
just
to
know
be
that
pleasant
there's
and
just
happy, I'd have stayed at work.
yeah. At least
been
you
a
get
week,
paid to be
hasn't it?
pleasant and happy there, Vera. You know,
It's been a week.
even though inside we're just dying. No, I'm doing
That's life.
well. I've got a lot going on. Just my house settles in a few days, so that's something I'm happy to share. Oh,
Such an
Chris,
adult.
you would love me to spill, and I would love to as well, but it could turn
Not on
into a
air.
very different show.
There's not
It
enough
could be the
time.
new spin-off that we
I
could
think
launch
you
in
should.
2022. Uncensored Radio, Jerry Springer. So
Not enough time. There's not enough therapists in the room.
Everybody's going on it.
You are not the father.
We won't look about his feelings.
thank God.
I think Jeffrey's either asleep, frozen, or dead.
He looks like
He's
Buddha
doing his Joe
right
Biden.
now.
Wake up, bitch.
Jeff?
He looks like Buddha.
I think he's frozen.
Hello?
That's you know what?
He actually
That's when
looks
he
like
looks
somebody
his
put a
best.
cutout Jeffrey in front of.
Can you hear me?
Aw.
I think
Can
you
you-
got I think you got that Dylan Cody
Can-
delay
can you
going
hear
on,
me?
girl.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Bring that up. Gorgeous. That's going on your Christmas card, Bob.
Hello. Guys, this is my sister. So everyone say hello to my sister.
Hi,
Deborah.
Deborah.
Hey, I didn't know you
Thanks
were
for joining this dysfunctional.
viewing. Welcome to welcome
Is
to
that
the show.
beautiful child on her picture your nephew?
That is my great nephew.
Wow.
That's Roman.
So cute.
Yes, Roman is his birthday's coming up very, very soon. He's a little Christmas baby, so
I
Wow.
love December
it's going to be the
babies.
Your
first like
December
real
birthday.
proper Christmas we're doing. So yeah,
Oh, that's so
cute. We're having our
exciting.
family Christmas this weekend actually. So if you get some random live things, it could just be me getting turned up.
Yeah, I get turned.
I get a little bit turned at family Christmas because my older siblings are very bad influences on a good boy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly
Yes.
right. Don't doubt me. Oh my god, there's multiple
There's two
Jeffreys.
What's going on with
Oh my God,
Jeffrey?
there's
It's like a
two of them.
mogwai.
I'm
that's
gonna
gotten
remove
wet.
the other one.
What in God's name is going on?
I don't
Now
know.
your
That's
connection's
good.
great. What did
It's
you
the
do?
Russians.
I had to get off the Wi-Fi. All of a sudden, it went to shit. I'm like, listen, all I want to do is talk about Sex in the City, and this shit's not working.
Anyway, let's talk about how Jeffrey is. Besides that, how are
Well,
you,
listen.
Jeff?
I finally got the kids' bunk beds together with a little help of my True 10 gummies, and then to help get me to sleep last night because I was so excited. I had a little mantra dreaming, because and just like that premiered this morning. So really, my life has been putting kids'
We're gonna
bedrooms together.
We'll talk about it a little bit later, so don't get too excited. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, don't
We'll talk
shoot your
about it.
wad.
We'll talk about it. We got hot topic. Oh, I've
Get
been
the
I've been
stink
called
eye.
out.
Get
Oh,
the stink eye.
Doesn't he?
We
Listen,
know.
Deborah, this all you do is talk shit.
yes, exactly.
So, okay, listen, but what I want to turn this off on. So, watching the new and just like that.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it.
Carrie's doing a podcast. Now, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to ask the
Okay.
question. So,
Okay.
Carrie was doing a podcast. She's kind of the prudish one on the show. And the question was, which I'm going to now ask all of you,
Oh shit.
have you ever masturbated in public?
Oh, well, I think we've got a bot. Hold on. What?
I-
Check.
Oh,
We've retracted them all.
Yay. And here's the
Not
thing,
in
though.
public.
Carrie stumbled through the question. She was like,
Is she a sex columnist?
no, and it was the Sarah. Oh God, I can't think of her name. But
Sarah
chick
Jessica
from-
Parker.
no, the other one. She
Carrie
was on.
Bradshaw.
She was on
Carrie
Grey's
Bradshaw.
Anatomy. Sarah.
Sada
Reyes.
Ramirez.
Reyes?
Yes. She is like the host of the podcast, the producer. So she was asking the question. There's this really
Actually,
kinda homely-
isn't it they on the
It
show?
is they.
listen,
Okay.
I
listen.
think they pronounce their name like Sarah or something
So
like that.
listen, just
Sada.
that's the
Sada.
question. So
Sada.
Luke, have you ever masturbated in public?
No, I haven't.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe you either.
No, I really haven't. Like, who's a
I haven't either. Like, I don't think you'd find many people who have. Vera.
Interesting.
Like having rendezvous in a car.
Wait.
I went to college. I lived in a dorm. I'm sorry.
In public.
Yes, I love you, Vera. You're the only one that's got balls. Luke's a pussy. He wouldn't even tell the truth.
That's a Christmas
No,
surprise.
I've
that
had
we did not
rendezvous in
expect.
cars and stuff before, but like, is that masturbation?
That's not
Sex?
masturbation. That's
This-
not masturbation.
Public.
Yes.
I'm sure there was
It's
some
different.
masturbating happening at points. Like, who knows? But Vera, I want to know what you were doing at the college, girl. Vera's like
Squirting.
leaves the side of the hall, the shower.
No, Vera's learnt Vera's had a very interesting
Vera-
week. She learnt stuff this week
Yeah,
too.
Vera, tell
I
us what
did.
you learned today.
Luke woke me up this morning, taught me something new before I even hit the shower.
Well, and what was that, Vera?
I had to find out this morning what a squirter was. Thanks, Luke.
At least we are
You
9
and
minutes
Urban
in.
Dictionary.
Ooh,
We're like this.
that's so good.
I'm terrible. I know. I'm sorry.
You should absolutely say. You should
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, if you're waiting in, you're in the little chat room, or you're watching on YouTube or wherever. Let us know. Where have you masturbated in public?
But
If you
Vera-
have.
No,
Yes,
this,
dear.
this
Watching
question
at
is for
home.
the audience too.
What is a squirter?
Yes, go ahead, tell us.
It's a female ejaculating with force.
It's someone who can blow a candle out from across the room.
I'm a nurse. I can
firefighter.
She just said it with such a straight face.
All right, what about you, Miss Susie Never Know Show? What about you, huh?
Me?
Yeah, where you masturbating at Taco Bell's back room?
I'm not that excited. I used to work at Taco Bell. This is why he's asking. No, I'm not that excited, unfortunately.
So you saying you didn't show them your dirty chalupa?
I'm saying I didn't masturbate at
Oh, this show is so classy today. We've
It's
gone
terrible.
backwards.
Yeah,
We're
we are
having a
all
little Christmas show or
class.
something.
I know, it's
Christmas
Christmas.
All in honor of, and just like that.
So if we're already being all classy and whatnot, we should all just cover our eyes and get ready to receive this week.
Hot load of hot topics.
Oh God! I love
That's a
this
good
show
start.
sometimes. It's real fun.
Hopefully today is one
So
of them.
Jeff, talk about it because it's big news. The Sex and the City. We're going to just call it sequel because it's not really the continuation of that series. It's what's happening
Like
later
the
in
Golden
life.
Palace was to Golden Girls. Is it as shit as the Golden Palace?
No, it's different though, right? Because the women are all a decade older from the last film. So it's a different show. It's about women in their 50s and what they're going through. And one of the things that was blowing me up on Twitter today was people were losing their mind over the big death in the show.
Oh,
First episode, big death. Here's the thing. If you were such a fan of the show, you would have known that there was a third film that got scrapped, and this was the plot of the third film. So I don't know how nobody was expecting it, but the thing that bothered me was there was a part in the episode where there's a shower scene, and Sarah Jessica Parker ends up in the shower, and she's got those blue shoes on, the wedding shoes.
From the wedding.
And, yes, and they get ruined. I was devastated. I couldn't even believe it. I was
Because you
just
were hoping
devastated.
to wear them someday?
Oh, absolutely. You know me.
Calm down, listen to Blanche Devereaux here.
Yeah.
Devastated.
So people, but I thought it was, the characters changed. They talk about Samantha a lot in it. Samantha doesn't die. She's in it. It was different. You know what? To me, the biggest jarring thing is going from the last movie and looking at the production quality of this one, and you were like, oh, I can tell it's a TV show again. It was kind of a little rough, I think.
I have yet to see the show, but I did see Kristen Davis and Cynthia Nixon on Colbert last night.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I am really bothered by the work that Kristen Davis has done to her face.
It's a little,
Her cheeks are up around her eyes, right? Like
it's like she kind of. It looks like her filler is just sunk a little too low or something.
She's got filler in her cheeks. She's got filler in her chin. Her lips are all puffy.
Yeah,
whatever. Puppet now.
Drunk.
Wait,
whatever she's got to do to feel better.
Huh?
Just
pop the poster back up.
No, the poster's
yeah.
The poster is like.
But they talk about Miranda being gray. Like Charlotte gives Miranda a lot of shit about being gray. And she's like, you don't have to be a spicy redhead. And it does feel like a lot of the things on Twitter we're talking about talking about them bringing woke culture in, and now all of a sudden they've diversified
That's what I would like to know, because a lot of the new casts are multicultural women, and there are gender non-conforming characters and stuff like that introduced. Is this just us trying to teach 50-year-old women how to be woke?
Oh, let me
work in the city.
Yes, Katie.
It's not necessarily trying to be woke. This is just the times that we're living in now. People don't conform to the gender they were assigned at birth.
No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about those characters being introduced. I'm talking about the characters themselves, because apparently Cynthia Nixon's character tries to lecture a black woman on.
No. She wasn't lecturing on it, but she did the kind of dumb thing where she did all the inappropriate things. She's like, "Oh my god, I didn't know that was you because of your hair. I mean, because you had braids. I mean, because you didn't have braids on the on your picture on the college website. You know what I mean?" Where she was fumbling. But I thought it's accurate though to what people are going through that are trying to be supportive, or she oversteps and she's like the white savior. You know what I mean? And so it's a learning moment, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Like nothing felt unorganic necessarily about
I
the
just
thing,
don't
except
like
for
the
the
show,
death scene.
so you go.
I'm saying
I
these are
love
the
the
times
show.
we're in right now. People are trying to be,
Woke.
not woke, just
Sensitive.
respectful, sensitive, and stumbling over it being
Some of
over
us are trying to be
PC.
respectful and sensitive.
Not here, because
Oh,
it
no
makes
one
sense
is
to
here.
me.
No one is
Trees
here.
getting lit on
Not one
fire.
person is here.
But if we want to talk about comebacks, there's some
Are we still
exciting
talking about
stuff.
spoilers now?
There's exciting stuff. Jeffrey, I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but I'm excited about it. This week, Variety magazine did a big story
Yes.
on Ms. Kyle Richards, who is having a career comeback because of Halloween Kills. Now, we're not going to bury the lead about how we felt about the movie.
We
You
hated
can
it.
watch you can watch our uncensored horror review on it. But Kyle in the movie seems to have captured people's attention, so much so that she wasn't originally meant to be in the next sequel, but she is not only in the next sequel, she gets an expanded part now.
Well, it didn't make sense to me. Like, I just assumed she'd be in the next sequel and have a bigger part because she didn't die. So why wouldn't she be in it?
But look,
She was
she
the best
signed on
part
the
of that
dotted line,
film,
so
let's be
we're
real.
going to see more Kyle Richards.
I'm
I
here
think
for it.
I think it's
I'm
great. Look,
fine
she
with
was
it.
great.
I wasn't really all that impressed with her acting, but I mean, it wasn't horrible. Better than I could do.
She was the only one in that film that gave a solid performance. No.
Oh, come on.
No.
I mean,
the
maybe
legacy-
when she was down in the water, like freaking out. I
Of the
thought, yeah,
legacy
that was
cast,
okay.
of the legacy cast, yes, I would agree because, poor Marion.
That's really
Poor
all
Marion.
there was.
And then what's his name? That was Tommy. Oh,
Anthony Michael Hall.
yeah. Well, Evil dies tonight. That's all I'm saying.
We should have had
I'm glad we
Evil
don't
Dies
have to
tonight.
see him again. Spoiler alert, but that's okay. Also,
think
another
it's
big
incredible.
comeback. They've released some promo images that made me moister than an oyster. Oh, girl.
Oh,
We are nearly like less than a month away from Scream coming
I'm
to cinemas.
so
I'm
here
so
for this.
excited. Have you seen the new trailer, though?
I haven't.
I have two words for you that it's going to make you probably go like this. Ghostface, flamethrower. I'm like, oh god,
for
what's
it.
happening? I'm hoping it might be like some kind of, that's the new Stab movie or something like that. I'm like, I don't know that he's breaking out the flamethrower, but whatever. As you
I think they need to kill
Like,
people
please.
creatively, but I'm
Please.
gonna have a real big issue unless that story's done really, really well. Then one of the three OGs are the killer.
someone's dying.
One of the
Someone's
OGs is
dying this
dead.
time.
Who do you think they're gonna kill?
Dewey.
Courtney
Dewey.
Cox.
I reckon Dewey's gone.
Yeah,
Dewey,
that's
he's
if
dead.
I thought if they're gonna kill
Because-
one. I don't
Gail
know.
Weathers is too big of a bitch to die.
Yeah.
She just won't die. They gave
Well,
her
she
those
wanted
bangs
to-
and she
I think-
survived.
She wanted to die in Scream 4, but I think her life is in a little bit of a different place now. So I think she might just be happy to go, check, and I can go away for a few years. Not that she needs it. I mean, she's got like friends' money,
Yeah,
but
she does.
$20 million a year from Friends. Thank you
As
very
you do.
much.
So, can we do a
There's
funny
a
one?
chunk of change.
Can we do a funny story about Freddie Prinze Jr.?
What the fuck happened there?
What happened to Freddie Prinze Jr.?
What
Let's
happened to
talk about
Sarah
that.
Michelle
He's
Gellar?
old.
What the fuck?
This is what happens when you get
No,
old.
she
babe.
looks okay.
She looks
No,
alright.
she doesn't.
She's not made. She's not made up. She's not airbrushed. She's not.
Oof.
That's obviously a candid. But he's saying that they will never star in another movie together again because it's too boring. Because they have lived
Their lives are
together.
boring.
I thought this whole article was boring. Like you're literally
No,
talking about how you're not gonna work.
The only reason I posted it was like, yeah, that's the reason, Freddie. When was the last movie you were in?
Wasn't it
Punky Brewster.
She's All That or
Wasn't even a movie.
He's a shocking actor.
Oh,
Looking
stop.
back-
he was
Pretty
really
back in
the
the
strong
day.
performance in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
No, he was not. We all badmouthed him, if you remember.
We
correctly.
certainly did.
Go back and
Well,
look
I
at our
don't remember.
uncensored
They're gonna
horror
have to
review.
go back and watch the show and tell me.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what show
I
was
love
that?
that. I love that
we talked
Freddie
about it
thinks.
on?
But I love that Freddie
Uncensored
thinks
horror.
that people are still aching to see movies starring him. And to be fair,
I
Sarah.
thought he had dedicated his life to being a celebrity chef.
I thought he was a Like, didn't he do something with WWE?
No, that was what's his name?
That was
Wasn't
Freddie Prinze Jr.
David Arquette?
No,
No,
David
it was
Arquette
Freddie
wrestled.
Prinze. Gary, quote me on this. I'm
All right,
putting
look it
money
up,
on
bitch.
Well,
Look it
I
up,
think-
bitch.
I think
I'll
Sarah
look it up then.
always had a lot more star power than Freddie, and I
Yeah.
think like she could really like if she
She's
said to
getting
her,
that
yeah, you know
He-Man
what,
money
I'll do
now.
a Buffy reboot or something, she'd be hired straight up. They'd run with it. I think.
What is that
If
noise?
If someone's
Sounds
jingle
like a
bell,
jingle bell.
who's got a bell in their body?
Jeffrey, is it your shirt? Is it your microphone against your shirt?
I'm not moving.
And it stopped.
It's Jeffrey. Yeah, it's Jeff.
It's you.
It's your microphone against your shirt.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Yes.
Freddie Prinze Jr. has revealed he quit his job with WWE after a comment made by Hall of
God.
Famer Stone Cold
Well,
Steve
what happened to
Austin.
his job?
Do you
Like a
feel
baby.
so important now?
I do.
I
gotta
asked him
get
to prove me wrong.
I gotta be right once.
I asked
Once
him to
every
prove me
5
wrong. So
shows.
look, imaginary problems. You know, imaginary problems.
0.75.
Should we talk about some people with some real ass problems?
Sure.
How about
Yeah.
Jessica Patterson, who has some real ass problems? Because that's my bestie.
What about this bitch?
Oh,
Ghislaine
good Lord.
Maxwell is try. I think this has to be for like some kind of mental illness defense, right?
They thought
So-
it was an intimidation tactic.
Her trial has begun, and she has been seen sketching the sketch artists that are sketching her. Apparently, she makes
sketching them.
yes, she makes intense eye contact with them in attempts to intimidate
Can I
them.
ask why in 2021, going into 22, we still have sketch artists in court?
Because the
Why?
judge, I do know this answer.
Oh.
The judge ruled that he would not televise the hearing because it was too lascivious and too stimulating. So that's why there are quote sketch artists for Elaine.
Stimulating. Are there squirters in the courtroom?
Ugh.
I think that they were going to be talking lurid details.
I'm
yeah,
sure.
but-
I'm sure.
So, like, this bitch is legit mental if she thinks she's getting out of these charges, right?
Oh, she's.
Oh, she thinks she's getting out of it.
She
She
think-
really
like-
does.
The reports are so like the complaints she has from she's like, I'm not allowed to be by myself for more than da 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 da. I have to eat my meals at da 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 da. It's like, bitch, you're in prison.
No kidding.
No, it's because her boyfriend killed himself, so they're trying to keep her alive. Otherwise, there's no case.
No, prison, you're under surveillance. I
Yeah.
think that the fact
I
that
don't know
her
what-
boyfriend wasn't under surveillance is the part I find questionable.
She's not going to some Martha
Right.
Stewart white lady prison where, you know,
Yeah,
she
no,
teaches
she's
everyone
full
to do
on-
crafts and whatnot.
She was
Shit.
in the courtroom.
No, she was
Oh,
in the courtroom.
she?
I would imagine if she went mental and just stabbed herself in the jugular.
What a
That-
great. See, that'd have been great
Wouldn't that
TV.
be a twist?
Someone
Great
should
TV.
put this
Well,
out there
but
to
they're
get
not
back to
putting it
Ghizzy.
on. But it's a federal case, so it's not televised.
Law and Order,
Such
dun
a
dun.
shame.
That'd
No,
be
the
great.
judge chose not
They
to.
can
He
sketch
made a
it.
public statement on why he was not going to allow cameras in the courtroom.
Oh,
Give
I-
us our TV,
Everything
damn
I've
it.
heard said it's because it's a federal case, so this is
What
news to me.
baby back ribs. But yeah,
It was
this bitch
definitely
is
a
out of
statement from the
touch. And,
judge on, I posted
there's-
it to the page.
I believe
There-
you.
With the headline, now we got it.
There's evidence now that they're trying to paint them as this like power couple of child sex slavery. It's like,
Hi, Kathy.
well, I don't.
How do you be a power couple of sex
Pedophiles.
trafficking?
being the best.
Well, she was the groomer and he was
Yes.
the abuser.
Well, I guess they
Well,
can
I-
pat themselves on the back. They succeeded.
Well, I'm just saying,
He
power
was the
couple is
best abusers
technically-
out there.
like is usually used as a a good term. I would not use any kind term.
Her mother
Well-
told her to be number one.
I was gonna say if you got if there's a hierarchy of pedophile pimps and
All right, then
abusers,
they top
hit
dogs
the
then.
highest
All right.
echelon. You know,
Could you
We
just
got
see,
the
like-
presidents and princes?
Yeah, then there's the logs of suggested visitors that they've had, including Bill
Right.
Clinton, allegedly. Where's the allegedly banner?
See, but that to me is so unfair and so crazy. Because just because you know somebody and you're going to do shit with them doesn't mean that you know that they're fucking little girls. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me
fair
is
statement.
is a problem because we're lumping anybody that's been associated with him that has any kind of fame as what parts did they play in this? What did they know? Probably fucking nothing.
But Jeffrey, here's the thing though. Bill Clinton is a predator. Maybe he's not a sexual child predator, but he is a predator. He has proven it.
I mean, I'm not talking so much about him, but there was a ton of
Does
other
that make
people
Hillary
that flew on the plane.
Hillary sucks.
complicit?
Be real. I said it.
Oh wow. We're not going to be nasty to Hillary, but we're going to be nasty to this fucker. Look at this. Look at this smug little cunt.
That
Down you go, buddy.
Everything he deserves.
Josh Duggar has been found guilty of possession of child pornography charges. He's going to jail for about 20 years. Oh, God, Jeffrey, that's really loud.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I couldn't breathe. I'm fat.
I think each charge carries something like $250,000 as well. So not only is he fucked, financially, but he's also going to be fucked in prison because we all know what happens to child molesters.
He'll be dead with
couldn't happen to a finer person.
I am like traumatized that I'm this close to those fucking people.
Vera? Sorry?
Can I just take a moment to remind everybody that weren't they the model Christian family? Isn't that why they had 30 children?
19 and counting, baby.
Listen,
what blows
I've never
my
been
mind?
a model Christian. I've showed my ankles since I was born.
You ain't got to worry about Michael Jackson around your little kids' booty holes. You got to be worried about the religious stuff, okay?
Word. What perplexes me more than anything is that his wife
still
still
standing
slept
by
with him, and they just had a baby.
I can't.
What is he doing? Growing his own now?
Well, our children, only other children.
His siblings.
Yeah.
Siblings.
Oh,
plural.
Yeah.
And the babysitter.
Sick fuck.
It's not unheard of for large families to have incest.
Oh. Yeah, but it's
well,
not
they're
right.
Not letting them get on.
It's not right. No, but it's common. It's not uncommon. And
I can't watch the Brady Bunch ever again.
I can't. Well, don't you remember the movie plot line where?
Yes, Greg. My favorite part. I live. But look, fucking idiocy and strangeness runs in the family.
Oh dear.
Let's talk about these fuck knuckles.
Jesus Christ, I can't.
So James and Jennifer Crumley, who weren't going on the run, went on the run.
They just chose to spend the night in an abandoned building, huddled with their guns and $4,000.
Yes, they were going to fully cooperate with police as they disappeared with $4,000 and firearms.
Okay, first off, you're not getting very far in 2021 with fucking $4,000. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing that that's all they could get out.
They just bought their son a gun for Christmas, Jeffrey. That costs money.
All I have to say is the caucasity of it all.
Katie.
It's just a bunch of white folk going for
no, I don't think that's fair.
I think it's so fair.
It's a lot of Trump white folk going and doing their thing.
Trump caucasity of it all.
Well, did you guys hear? Oh no, never mind, not the same kid.
No, but Kyle Rittenhouse wants to be a lawyer now.
He was on podcast. He's been doing podcasts talking crazy shit.
Do you know what's going to happen? He's going to get shot.
Oh, Katie, we didn't tell you he's coming on.
It's the Kyle and Katie hour starting next week.
I can only deal with one Kyle. One. And I married it.
And he's yet to take a semi-automatic to you, so
there's still time.
Christmas is dramatic.
Ask Jessica. There's still time.
But the whole family is on suicide watch. Isn't that a great present for Christmas?
Can we go back to talk about masturbating in public? I feel like that's safer.
Because we're going to talk about more crazy white people.
Oh my God!
Senator Thomas Massey thought that posing with a family with semi-automatic weapons a week after a high school shooting was a good idea.
It's his family Christmas card. These people
I
keep yelling about the liberal war on Christmas, and they post this fucking card. What
God
about
damn
that
it,
fucking
Vera.
card says Jesus' birthday? It's guns at a Christmas tree. There's no
They could have
war
at least
on
had a little
Christmas.
manger with a gun in it too. Fuck.
You know
Yeah,
what?
the
Bill?
baby
One too
Jesus
many-
needs action.
One too many people wish them happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas. That was it.
That was it. The next person
They could
that
have just
said
seen a
happy
nativity
holidays
just
is
under
gonna
an
like
arm.
with
Was it
me.
one of you in the war room or somebody somewhere shared a picture of where they edited out the guns and they put
I
dildos?
love the edited
And
version.
I,
of
like,
it.
somebody posted, I saw it or whatever, and I didn't even see the dildos, right? It wasn't until later in the day that I looked at it and realized it wasn't the guns, and it was dildos, and I was like, oh, they're
How
going to
did
be
you of all
pissed.
people miss
And that
that?
would be, ladies and gentlemen, the first time Jeffrey didn't notice a cock.
He's growing up.
Oh,
He
my
is
goodness.
growing
He's
up.
maturing.
I'm getting old. I'm getting old. My eyesight's not so good, and
Was it-
Anytime
and was
someone
the
says
cat-
penis,
was
you
it-
perk up.
Picture.
I believe the caption was "Merry Christmas, Santa. Please send ammo."
Ugh.
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Or that might have been Bobert's.
No, it was
No,
theirs.
this is
I
this
remember.
fuckwit.
Theirs,
This is
okay.
this
Yeah.
fuckwit.
But
Again.
they're Christmas cards with guns.
Again,
Because everything
folk.
about Christmas is automatic weaponry.
Mute yourself when you've got a yawn, Jeffrey. If we're boring you. That's
Yes, I'm sorry. I get bored. It's because this new fucking
Get
microphone.
bored when I'm yelling.
Sometimes. Sorry, I'm fat, bitches. I can't breathe. I gotta puff on my inhaler a lot.
And we all know I tired Jeff out a bit because I got him quite excited before the show with my little event, and so he was like, "Yes, yes."
I don't know where we were going with that.
I'm like, tell everybody your bullshit. See, guys, listen. What if you guys were smart? You'd ask us to come on with us so you could get the link, so then you could come be nosy after the show and
would hear
see
the
the real
real
show. It's so much
That's
better
the
than what you're
real
watching
shit,
right now.
man.
I wouldn't say that.
All right,
Different.
but it's not just America that's fucked, guys. Britain's fucked.
Thanks.
Oh
Britain's
Jesus!
fucked.
his
They
head
can't even afford a
fucked.
hairbrush for their prime minister. So old Boris Johnson has declared Plan B to fight Omicron variant of COVID-19, which is pretty much what everyone else has been doing the entire time.
Right.
You know, my 2-year-old has similar hair to that Boris guy. Just throwing it
No,
out there.
Now-
actually, this is one thing I agree with Katie Hopkins. He does look like a potato in a wig.
He really Yeah. does.
I thought that was
The
Trump.
reason for Plan B
Or
coming
peach
into
blossom.
action is because last week there was a revelation that there was a Christmas party at Downing Street
The one that
when
he swore
everyone
never
else was
happened.
in lockdown,
Hmm.
and they were joking about the lockdown laws and how much money they've spent on the special media room in Downing Street that's been used once. And they were basically making a mockery of the entire country being stuck at home while they were getting pissed on free plonk. And heads have started to roll. Now, they've denied, he's denied this party even happened for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks until like 2 days ago when someone quit because of it. And then he's like, oh, yes. But everyone has to go into lockdown. It's like, okay. Fixing the problem
Well, didn't
with
Boris
the
almost
problem.
die? Boris
Sorry?
got his own little trip down to COVID lane.
Yeah, he did. And he's had who is fucking this man? Because he's had another baby.
His wife is like 20 or
Mrs.
30 years
Potato Head.
younger. And
Yeah.
she's good looking. And she's good looking.
I feel like she's got Melania syndrome. She needs to blink twice if she's in
Caitlyn Jenner.
Ah,
Caitlyn can't have
California,
babies. She's got a
baby.
I'm sure she had one put in.
womb. You can't buy those. They're original equipment.
I don't know
only.
if you believe Beyonce and Jay-Z apparently have a womb farm in Russia.
A what?
A womb farm
A
in
womb
Russia?
farm
A womb farm.
where they sell embryos of babies to people. This is just all
Oh,
like
I would-
urban legends,
is that
but
for
it's fun
real?
times.
What?
Look into it.
Allegedly.
Look into it.
I thought they
Oh yeah,
wanted
Beyonce's
all
coming after our
Russian-
dog and pony show.
Oh, God. We're
I
getting
thought
shut
they
down.
halted
Never coming
the
back.
Russian baby markets because of a lot of fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, It's only potatoes and vodka over there.
Or it could be crackhead syndrome.
They probably should send Boris over there.
Hmm.
Make a bottle of fucking.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
one of those
wait.
shows today, Sifet. Things
Yeah.
are a bit
Merry Christmas.
all over the place.
Ho ho ho!
That's me.
Literally. No, we did that joke already. New Zealand seems to be ahead of the times again, though. They are saying that they will be cigarette free by 2025.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who
Really?
who in their right fucking mind in this modern day smokes cigarettes or has the money to smoke cigarettes? I stood behind someone buying some.
Americans can afford them still. They're expensive
No,
here.
we
Yeah,
can't.
they're
A
expensive
pack of
here.
cigs is $50 here.
$70
They're like
is
$10
bitch
over
paid.
there.
Jesus
For
Christ.
one
I
pack
nearly
or
had a
one
stroke.
carton?
One packet is 50
Packet.
Australian dollars.
Mhm.
And
For,
what?
for a pack of 25, I think. Or 30.
I think it's like $17 or $18 here.
Oh, geez.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so
still
name brand,
expensive.
a name brand pack.
My brother
Aren't
is
you
a
all
smoker.
aren't you all vaping now? Going, it's okay.
No.
It's only giving me
Yeah,
a
a lot of
break.
people are
Like,
No,
vaping.
my brother doesn't vape. He refuses. He still smokes physical cigarettes, and it's
Well, there's no
disgusting.
evidence that he's not wrong.
but aren't vape like aren't they saying vaping's worse than
I mean,
fucking
it all
smoking?
sucks. It's all terrible. I mean,
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
this is what we're doing to the world. The thing
Listen.
you're walking around with a little device that beeps and blows fake smoke, and then the kids have got the fucking choreographed based Tourette's from doing too many TikToks.
Yeah.
Are you okay,
And
Grandma?
repetitive.
No, that
Repetitive
was
stress
literally a
injuries.
report that I read today.
When the
They've
sun
got
goes
They've got
down.
repetitive stress injuries and literal ticks because they're so
Yeah.
used to doing TikToks. Like last Christmas, my niece, not last Christmas before, she was all like, "Yeah," in the middle of like talking to you, like, "Are you fucking right?
I mean, she could
Do you
be
need to-
Italian
Do
with
I
her
need to
hands
blow?
everywhere.
Do I need to blow dart a lithium into your fucking jugular so you calm the fuck down?" Like,
I
I know.
I kind of believe that what the world needs is a supervillain to take out the internet and all electronics.
Good for you, girl. Good for
Good on
you.
you, Katie.
Yep.
I quit in 2014, and I have not gone back.
Do you think? I think that supervillain's gonna have to be what's his name, right?
Vlad?
I have no feelings. Tesla.
Elon Musk.
Oh,
Elon Musk, who says that we must breed more because that's what the planet needs. More
No.
people.
No, I refuse.
Elon Musk is like so out of touch that he said if they can raise my taxes, they can do it to anybody. It's like, dumbass. They've been doing it to us for years.
Heaven forfend. Heaven forfend that we upset the billionaires. Unless they want to offer us a sponsorship and then we love Tesla. I'd love a car that drives itself and
Just
potentially
like we
maims
love my
people.
True 10 gummies.
You know what I mean? How good are the videos of like the Teslas wiping people out? The self-driving ones. It's amazing.
Christopher, don't you have better things to be invested in?
Look, Christopher loves us, babes. You gotta live. You
He
gotta live
does,
this
and I
life.
love him right back. But
Gotta live this life. Talking to someone who is not living their life at the moment. I want to talk about Kelly because she is not feeling life, right?
Oh,
So
I think she's doing okay.
She's doing
Oh, man.
okay, but
those
she
cheekbones.
has admitted that she's relapsed, right? She's
Life's a
Um,
journey.
life is
Yep.
You
Got back
gotta
on the
take a
sport.
step back.
yeah,
Yeah.
but people are after her for it.
People can
'Cause
fuck
people are
off.
pricks.
Are they the same people that are mad at Adele for getting skinny?
Right.
Fuck off.
I'm mad
Yeah.
at her for that album.
Her
Oh.
life.
Is it bad?
Come on.
It's not great.
No, that's what
I love Adele. I think she's a funny person. She's
Yeah.
a fantastic singer, but you
His
can't
last
be
I think
that,
she's
album.
had some
you can't be that
creativity as
miserable
well.
with that much money. Like,
Oh,
You can't
you
be.
can. Look
You
at-
can.
look
You
at
can be
Trump.
miserable with
can't.
any amount.
Where are
of
you
money.
from? Where are you
You
from
can be
today? You
miserable,
can't.
bitch. You can.
I mean,
absolutely.
You
But
can.
you know what?
Just
If you
because you
are
don't
if you are that miserable, pay to get some help.
Well,
Pop a pill.
You know
and
what
you'll
I
be right.
say? I can't believe I haven't said it to you people.
Maybe
Oh,
they have
here we
Lyme
go.
disease, Steve.
You can be miserable rich, you can be miserable poor, but it's a lot easier to cry your eyes out in a limo than it is to cry in a bike.
Hey, motherfucker.
Work my
Very
pussy out, Vera. That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
Oh my
Anyway,
God,
we're
that's what
talking
they
about-
told Carrie to do, and just like that, they said,
We're
"You better
talking
work
about
your
Kelly.
pussy out."
So, what is the difference? Talk to me, guys. What is the
What?
difference between Kelly admitting that this is an issue and people going after her, and then to have some fucking random see you next Tuesday like Demi Lovato flaunt the fact that she was California sober
They.
after
Correct pronouns, please.
after
Well,
trying to
wasn't it?
sell an
Sorry.
album off the back after trying to sell an album off the back of it and saying how horrible their experience with addiction was,
Was
then
this
making
before
a
or
mockery
after
of
she
it,
was singing
and
to the
now
Don't
this
laugh, Jeffrey.
now
Right.
this week they're saying, oh no, I'm actually really sober because California sober didn't work.
Because that's
Isn't
a very
this the
real
same
journey.
woman who was singing to the aliens?
Yeah, but do you know what would be easier to do? Just
not
shut
talk
the
about it.
fuck up about it.
I mean,
Getting back to Kelly though, wasn't it specifically one journalist that was attacking her?
It's
So
always
she
one
went
journalist.
public to say this is my journey.
Yeah, they'd ask her some real terrible shit about, oh, you're getting fat again because you
Yeah.
got back on the piss, pretty much. Like,
Has anybody
yeah, it's
seen?
just, I found it was
the-
just really quite, like, we know this is what the media does.
But
They
it's because
just
people
go for
don't,
people.
for whatever
causes
reason, people
drama.
don't like Kelly Osbourne.
I mean,
Oh,
I
love
think she's a
Kelly.
bit too outspoken.
Because she
to
said,
get a break
"Shut
with.
up! Don't want to hear your voice. It's messed up."
She did make that very big faux pas on the View about Mexican cleaning
Well,
ladies.
okay, but in context of what she was saying, it wasn't as bad as what the media made it
I
out
know,
to
but it
be.
was as soon as she said it, I went like this. Oh, Kelly.
listen, I think Kelly has always
anybody-
been wildly unpleasant, but I support her journey. I mean, I hope she does well.
I did love when she called Christina Aguilera a cunt on the TV.
that was enjoyable too.
I want to
She
listen
was
to
a
that.
riot
Oh.
of the Fast and
I mean, I don't think that's a secret, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Police.
No.
Oh,
Speaking
I want
of other-
I want to address that. I want to address who would win the
Okay,
death
what are you
fight.
addressing, Katie?
I think Demi
would win in a
Lovato
battle to the
would
death?
win in a battle to the death. They
I
are
don't
a little
reckon.
more
I reckon
scrappy.
Demi Lovato is all talk.
Kelly
and
would
Kelly
wipe the
Osbourne-
floor.
Kelly would rip her fucking head off like her father did that bat. you
Their
know?
head off. Their
No,
head.
Kelly
All
Osbourne.
aboard!
Did you not watch the Osbournes?
I
Kelly
did.
used to
I did.
smash Jack like a motherfucker.
Love
Oh
So
God,
could you
that
I
show.
used
imagine
to
what
hit
she
my
would do
brother
to it?
like that too. It wasn't even that intense. It
And then
was.
she
I kind of think Demi's got the crazy a lot more than Kelly. I
Demi's
think
got the
Demi
look
That's
at
what I'm
ladies.
saying.
That's
Demi's
the
got
problem
that
with Demi.
crazy
no
side
skin
to
or
them.
purple hair left on Kelly.
Demi's got.
I'm Team Kelly.
I'm Team
I don't
Kelly.
like
love
either of
Kelly,
them, but I
but
think
I think
Demi's
Demi
got
would
the upper
win.
hand.
I've always been Team Kelly. I've got both albums, Kelly. Oh,
Did you see the new Paranormal show with the Osbournes?
it's not the way that I want it.
No.
It's
Oh,
just
did
the way
Shannon
that
get
I
a
need
job?
Oh no, it's
Jack's
Jack
got a
and Kelly,
Jack
isn't
has
it?
a
Jack's got a
paranormal
show.
show, and the
And-
Osbournes have a paranormal show as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
$20
Christ.
on Kelly. That's the way I go.
Are they ever going to leave Ozzy alone? That man is not well.
No, he's a lot better now.
All he
is
does
so-
is sit on the sofa and watch. from
Ozzy
the
is
road.
so much more like cognizant now these days. I'm like, you were real fucked up, but
This
like, he
is
was-
He
But
was
do you
the
remember
best part
old-
of that
do you know
show.
who I miss, guys? Old Paula Abdul.
Oh,
Oh,
Abdul
Paula.
was fun.
I was watching the show.
Simon. Remember when she fell asleep on camera? That was great.
Well, speaking
Listen,
of the
I feel
Osbournes, my
bad for
favorite-
her.
Simon.
My
That
favorite
reality
Sharon
sh-
Osbourne moment was when she was hosting
favorite hot
X
mess.
Factor and she got completely drunk and just pissed herself laughing for the whole live show. It was amazing.
Times.
And then she
I
called
love
Teddy
when they do
Minogue
that.
cunt.
Well, all right. It's time for
Hey,
this week's
Paula.
View from Here. And this week's View from Here is brought to you by the letter A. A for
Anal?
Asian Ariana Grande. Now,
Oh yeah, what the
she's
fuck is
in
up
a
with
lot-
this?
she's in a lot of trouble for this photo shoot that let's call a spade a spade. She's trying to look Asian.
She's been
Oh,
accused
yeah.
of this before.
She's black. She's been accused of blackfishing before, which is true. All right, let me get to the question first. and she's also she's being accused of, ta-
Cultural
what am I trying to say?
appropriation.
Yes,
There you
thank
go.
you. I'm stroking out on camera. Appropriation
Public
and being
masturbation.
ethnically ambiguous because of for attention and record sales and da 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 da. But she very quickly and with no fanfare took that photo shoot down straight away. I want to know
Why?
from the
Well, who
panel.
cares?
I want to know because she's getting a lot of shit for it.
But
How
I know, but
quickly
why,
should
why
you
do
own
people
up
care?
to a mistake?
I think you should own right up to it. I think people are more willing to forgive
Absolutely.
you if you're like, God damn it, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you should wait as long as you possibly can to play it out and then finally apologize when you need the publicity.
That is a good point.
Well, I don't think makeup is something
Oh, fuck.
like, unless it's really going out of your way to be offensive in some way, is something you need to apologize for.
Well,
Or, I don't think that makeup's that.
Look,
I have a
and
friend
to-
who's half German, half South Sea Islander. She looks very Asian when she has
Well,
makeup.
and here's the thing:
She's top.
if you took off the eye makeup, would it still be a problem?
Here's the thing, though. This isn't the first time she's been accused of this. She has been accused of appropriating Black culture her whole career. And people will go, well, she's Italian. But
Along
no,
with the
if you-
Kardashians
entire
and very
rock and
famously
roll-
lately, Jessie Nelson from Little Mixes going
And-
through the same
And
thing.
you know,
entire
if you watched her in Victorious and Sam and Cat, she was almost as pale as me.
the entire
So do you think the history
rock
is
and
what?
roll industry is culturally appropriated?
Mhm.
We
Oh,
are
absolutely.
the great melting pot. The world is becoming unicultural. We share a lot of things. Does that mean I want to see somebody in blackface? No. But am I gonna torture them if they have Taco Tuesday when their name's McLovin? No.
Oh, McLovin.
There's Taco
Can you-
Tuesday in the
can you
McCarthy
introduce-
The only
household.
Irish name I can
Right? Like,
I-
can I not have Cinco de Mayo parties anymore?
I mean,
Feel
no
free,
one,
I think
but Mexicans don't even celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
But the issue with
Yes,
this
I
is
know.
that they're
But I know
saying
you know.
Holidays. Like Valentine's Day.
the issue with this one is that they're saying that it's perpetuating the stereotype of
Scarves.
sexualized innocence Asian woman that is very prevalent in culture, like in
Is that like in the pornos when they're getting fucked? They're going,
Well, no, it's
like
a
that.
very real thing to fetishize Asian women because
One
of
word,
that. What's that?
Brittany.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know, but we're just talking specifically the Asian culture, also because of the shooting. Was it Atlanta,
Yeah.
the strip club,
in Atlanta.
and the rising. Well, I don't even know if it's a
Asian
rising,
hate,
but
the rising
Yeah.
hate
Yeah,
crimes
no,
against
there
Asians.
is.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
in your situation. But then
But-
again, I don't know that it's our position as, or I'm not
I have to
Asian.
say-
But do you think now we're just conflating everything? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
I
so
don't think that
Ariana wore some
Ariana
Asian-looking
putting
makeup,
on a
so
little
suddenly that's got
eyeliner.
something to do with like people
It's
that hate
fetishized.
Asian.
Well, so I mean, does that mean no white woman can do that eye makeup? Because there's a name for it. What is it? Cat eyes or something?
That's
Yeah.
not a cat eye.
Whatever
think-
the fuck it is.
I think
A
that
lot
there's
of
a
women
difference.
do it.
There's a difference between applying a makeup technique and purposely trying to appear another ethnicity for reasons of promotion.
Here's the thing.
But what was purposely trying to make her look Asian in that photo?
Well, let me put it this way. If Ariana Grande tans so much that she looks black and benefits from it, but if an actual black singer tried to do the same thing and was not as successful, like it's just
That's just history.
So, because
this is the
somebody
point.
uses a
Beyonce's
tanning
not
bed, they're an
supposed
asshole.
No, but Jeffrey,
talking to
there's
an
a
Hispanic-
different. There's a
it's
difference
white
if you're
privilege.
if you're an artist that leans towards creating urban music and you are not African American or black, for want of a better word, and appearing to be so to appeal to an audience.
Did she do blackface?
Well, she's very close to it.
So,
Have you
because
seen-
she has a dark toner, she's being offensive. That's what you're all saying.
But this is
It's
not.
I didn't
This
say
is.
it.
and no one's
It's
saying
not
it's
my argument.
offensive.
It's not
Go
my
around the
argument.
room.
I'm just.
Hands up if you think Ariana was offensive here.
I think she should have thought before she posted it.
I think it's distasteful. Is it
I think-
offensive? No, not. I mean,
I don't think it
I'm
hurts
not allowed
to
say it on
apologize,
stage.
but
I don't follow her enough to really know what the deal
Again,
is.
I'm a
not my-
white dude. It's not my job to educate
Yes,
people
there we
on
go.
black culture.
I was gonna say,
You
and
know what I mean?
I mean, it's not my
or
place to
Asian
say-
culture or anyone's heritage but my own.
But
So
it's
I
not
don't.
my place
That's
to
not
say
my
it's not
road to walk.
offensive,
But
you
I'm
know?
just merely reporting what the world is saying.
Yeah, sure, it could be offensive to Asian people, but again, like I still have questions.
But even
In
if
reg-
one Asian person said, "Oh, I'm not offended by it," they're not speaking for the whole Asian population.
No. Just like
But-
I don't speak.
Right, but why are we trying to please? Like that's just like the
Well,
whole thing that goes on this show. We talk about guns and gun violence or all the shit with Trump. Half of America buys his bullshit, but yet we
It's
can't
not
fucking talk about that because it makes people mad. Like half of the people
bad.
believe the crazy bullshit. How can we ignore that?
That's
Yes, but you know what else? Conversely, the woke culture takes offense at everything, and they drive home the point that the other people have that, oh, I feel marginalized. You know, Mike Lindell keeps running a commercial like, I've been injured by cancel culture. No, you've been injured by your own stupidity, but go
Right.
ahead and blame us.
But isn't this the same thing?
Well,
as-
there's a
and
difference,
forgetting-
like what he did versus like Ariana Grande.
I agree, but
is there?
getting,
This is
the
like
woke
all of these.
nation-
We just had protests for we had a teachers strike the other day for better
Brooke
conditions for
posted
teachers.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you know, the Nurses Federation, all these other like unions and stuff joined in. But guess who was in there trying to get on there and, you know, put their little story forward as well? The anti-vaxxers.
Oh dear God!
Oh, talk about a
Trying to
marginalized
sturgeon off
group.
another
Oh.
cause.
I don't know if any of you guys got on the TikTok page, but there was actually a post. It was about SNL, and it was Richard Pryor and Chevy Chase, and they were like sitting there and doing word association, and it was a lot of things that I mean, I was floored that they did this back then.
Yeah,
And it was people
we
comedy.
weren't quite so sensitive back then.
Right. Like Chevy said the N word, and then Richard Pryor's immediate response to that was dead honky. You know what I mean? So it kind of went back and forth like that. And apparently, I don't really know the history of this skit. I should look it up. Richard Pryor wrote this skit, and the comments on that on TikTok were really interesting to see. All the white people saying, "Oh, this is funny," and you didn't see a lot of black people saying like comedy's comedy. I'm like, it was uncomfortable to even watch, to hear what they were saying. Like I couldn't. There were names that he was like saying that were clearly racial names that I didn't even know. You know what I mean? I had not heard of them before as a slang term, and it was interesting because I feel like there's comedy and we have like Ariana Grande or whatever cultural appropriation. But at what point, where do we draw the line, and where is the line, and who gets to decide
that
that?
sketch? Was it to shock people to say, "Oh," or
Well, this was done in like the late '70s or the '80s. You know what I mean? Like this is because if you go and watch Sanford and Son or I think it was that one. They used to drop the N word like crazy, right? And I mean, a black person can't say that now on television. You know what I mean? This was network television in the '70s, and they would just drop the N word.
Well, no one should really be saying it now, anyway.
It's
No.
an ugly word.
Paula
Not
Dean.
at all. Girl.
And it really wasn't prime time. It was 4:00 in the morning.
And
Right.
like as you mature too, like this is the thing. Like I don't even like use. I used to use a lot of gay slurs and stuff, and maybe that was
I
like a little
love a
bit of
good
a
gay
self-defense
slur.
mechanism. Yeah, I still drop it now and then, but now I'm just like, is what
We
am
just
I-
had a discussion about this, how like in the early 2000s, people would say, "Oh, that's so gay," or "You're such a F word," and it was very casual and accepted. And now you go to say that stuff, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, it
You
still
just say
doesn't bother
cigarettes
me.
these days.
It just, I feel like for me as a gay dude, it's your intention that matters. If you're just like, oh, hey, that's gay Jeff,
Yes.
I don't care. If you're like, oh my God, this faggot, like that doesn't bother. I mean, come on, like it's a fucking word. Okay,
And this
like
is
I'm not gonna get my ass hairs in an uproar over
I've said
somebody
this.
being like, hey, what's up, fag? What you doing? Like, come on.
You can make any word hateful. You
Right.
can call somebody sweetheart
Right.
and mean it like an insult. It's all
I-
about intention.
Right.
I've got an offensive word for you.
Uh-oh.
Vestibule. Anyway, we're going to leave our vestibule and
Oh,
get
good
nice
God.
and close and warm because it's time for Vera events. I'm ready for this one, Vera. I'm a little
I'm
bit
so
excited.
ready.
Here we go.
Okay,
3,
ready?
2, 1, vent.
Put on your tinfoil hats, kids, because I'm coming for the truthers. Oh, fuck you, truthers. It's a word that I hadn't heard until Josh and Drake made it up when one of them said, are you calling me a liar? And the other one said, I wasn't calling you a truther. Now it's everywhere. We got truthers everywhere. And what does the word truther mean? Well, according to the dictionary, it means someone who accepts facts that aren't substantiated by the common truth. What? Honey, if you have to make a new noun out of a noun to mean something else, then you aren't really working with the truth. Now, nowadays, we got truthers everywhere. We got the vaccine truthers. I actually looked up a vaccine truther website, and the woman proudly announced that she cared for her vaccine damaged child because, having an autistic kid is far worse than having them contract paralysis or, heart disease from rheumatic fever and polio or being hopelessly scarred and disfigured from smallpox. Yeah, but if they're autistic, God forbid, thank God you saved them from the vaccines. There's also the 1/6 truthers who believe, in spite of the fact that there's hundreds of feet of videotape showing lots of white guys in MAGA hats storming the Capitol, beating on police officers, that it was really an Antifa job. Okay, kids. The first time I heard it, though, I think was in September 11th when the 9/11 truthers were insisting that plane didn't bring down that building. There was definitely other explosives, even though we all watched that on TV, too. Because, apparently we can't believe our eyes or anything else. But I would like to talk about these conspiracy theories. They've been around for a while. We got the birds aren't real conspiracy theory. Come on, kids. Birds aren't real. They're all drones spying on us for the government. Moana theory. There's a conspiracy theory about the Disney cartoon Moana. Are we that paranoid that we need to find conspiracies in cartoons? The flat earthers, they've been around forever. They insist that the world's not round and that we just keep flying our airplanes in a circle, and that's why we think it's round, even though we can get high enough to see the sphere. But hey, what do they know? What do we know? How about all those people who insist that the moon landing was fake because we never went back? Apart from the fact that we promised the Soviets, when we agreed to not blow each other up with nuclear weapons, that we would stop exploring space. And that it was part of the SALT talks and part of those treaties that we used to honor before Trump when we gave our word, it was our bond. But now Trump proved that you don't have to honor theories. Oh, how about all the people who thought Paul is dead? They're watching Get Back this week and they're probably thinking, he looks pretty good. Maybe he's not dead. Yeah, Paul's pretty much alive. He's the only one that's made it. Well, Ringo too, but we count him. How about Elvis is alive? Forget that Elvis would be 100 right now, but that's another truther. Elvis is alive. Lizard people are inhabiting human skins and actually running the government. Okay, kids. If you can't really figure out that that's fake, you need more than a tin hat. I think you need a little meds. Oh, and the New World Order. Why is the New World Order a problem? Why is this a conspiracy? Isn't that where we want to be, where we're all friends, where we can work in cooperation, where we can make a better world? Isn't that Star Trek? Yes, we want the New World Order. And the blood-sucking, baby-eating pedophiles, of course, as a Democratic liberal, I think I'm in there. Where's that baby I need to suck because I'm starting to look a little old. Here's what I got to say to you tin hat people. Science will win. And you know what science taught us? That all the tin hat people who were putting this on to keep the government from bombarding their brains with magnetic rays, if you were actually wearing this, the tin hat would magnify the magnetic rays and your brain would be fried. But clearly, it already is. Merry fucking Christmas. Science will win.
Beautiful.
It's the lasers.
Beautiful. That was
The lasers have gotten
fantastic.
to.
I loved it.
I think Jeff peed himself a little bit.
When she put that fucking tinfoil hat back on and it kind of flattened out, I was like, oh, she's
I kind of
for
broke
that
it.
shit.
Nero, you've got a challenge from Christopher. He wants a 90-minute non-stop
90
vent.
minutes.
She could
I
go.
don't know if I
She
can
could do it.
sustain
Yes,
I
you
might
could.
melt.
She might have to get into training. She get into training to get that vent.
You could totally do it.
Well, we're all warmed up. So before we leave, I'd like to cool us down with this week's WTF Weekly. What the? Now, we didn't have to go far from America this week.
Oh, Jesus.
We went to visit your friends in Canada. Drunk Canadian woman
Canada.
suffers third-degree frostbite after having sex with a fire hydrant at minus 35 degrees.
That'll do
A woman desperate for sex after a series of failed Tinder encounters made an extremely poor choice of partner last night in Edmonton. She engaged in sex with a freezing cold fire hydrant and remained stuck to her genitals by the cold, causing severe frostbite. 29-year-old Amanda Martins called 911 herself around 4:30 in the morning to report that she had gotten stuck to a fire hydrant and was in need of medical assistance.
I call shenanigans.
Here's
It's not hard for a woman to get sex. She didn't need to do that to herself.
Oh, shit.
I think she wanted that hydrant. She's probably been eyeing that hydrant off for a
She
while.
was fetishizing that hydrant.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
That's the whole point of
I got a
that
hat.
segment, is to make sure you got nothing.
I got nothing. What the fuck?
Katie's just hoping those pictures from when she was in college don't resurface.
Yes.
Oh,
The
they were
fire
nothing
hose-
like
The
that.
fire hose from the dorm room got a lot of action.
They were nothing like that.
I did all my shit before people had cell phones.
Mm.
Thank
That's
God. Me too.
That's
My
called
nudes were not
extreme
that exciting,
douching 101.
unfortunately. My tits were better,
So,
though.
if you'd
My
like an
tits were better,
extreme
though.
douching of next week, why don't you come back and join us? There's only a handful of episodes left this year, so we promise to make sure that we ring out the year with all kinds of inappropriateness and fun. We got some cute little Christmas stuff coming your way. We've recorded an Uncensored Horror Days special that's going to come at you to give you all kinds of creepy goodness for the holidays. And we've got a Real Talk Roundtable talking all about Christmas. But until then,
With
we will
Katie
see you all
Underwood.
next week with the lovely Katie Underwood.
The lights, Katie.
Stay safe, stay happy, keep your tinfoil hats on, and make sure the fire hydrant is at least at body temperature. Goodbye! Now, that last story really brings new meaning to the phrase a heavy flow and a wide set vagina. Sleep tight.